What's goody, y'all? Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful weekend, y'all. So today's video is inspired by a client. Just spoke to them, had a session with them, and they know I'm about to do this video. But topic of discussion is the family that you create comes before the family that you came from, okay? So before we get into it though, y'all, before I break it all the way down, because y'all know I'm finna talk and I'm finna talk that real, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, okay? But if this is your first time seeing me, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the Winning Circle, because you really gonna get your life bossed up here. And if y'all my day ones, y'all already know what's up. I love y'all so much. Thank you. I'm feeling much better today. Yesterday through last week was a rough week dealing with the hurricane stuff, sending money back and forth, helping people with get connected to resources. It was very emotional. So I'm looking forward to people coming out of that depression and out of that worrisome state. Okay, so I hope y'all are having a great weekend. I hope you've done something wonderful with your families. Happy Sunday to all y'all. Okay, but let's get into the meat of this video. Okay, listen, the family that you create comes before the family that you came from, okay? And this is not just the one person, the last person that I spoke to, they're not the only persons the only people that are dealing with this. I talk to a lot of people who come to me, men and women, but this was from a woman, and she was saying that the dude that she has been with, they're not married, but they've been together for I think about 7 years or whatever, and he tends to put his mom above the relationship, above their family dynamic, above what they got going on. Okay, so disclaimer, mothers are important, okay? The family that you come from is very important, but not at the expense of the family that you have created, okay? The family that you have created comes before the family that you came from. Your mother is not top priority over the woman that you've married, over the woman that you have bear children with, over the roof that you are providing over your family, your predominant family's head. Your mama don't come first. Your brothers don't come first. Your sisters don't come first. Your mama, your daddy, they bills don't come before your woman, come before your household, come before your man, come before your children. And there's a lot of people, not just the person that I was talking to in the session, there's a lot of people who have a hard time understanding this. And I can't remember what scripture it is. I don't be knowing scriptures by heart, but when I tell you the word be in my spirit, boy, it be in my spirit. And I know for a fact that there's a scripture in the Bible. Let me know. Somebody find the scripture and put the link to scripture in the comment section. There's a scripture in the Bible that talks about this, and it says, a man who findeth a wife findeth a good thing, findeth a good thing, but once he's married, I don't know exactly the wording of it, but the gist of it is, when a man is married, he no longer is under the wing of his mother. Once he is married, once he has a family, those people come first. I don't know the scripture. Somebody find the scripture and put it in the comment section, because I know what I'm talking about, y'all. If you have a family, you got children, you got a woman pregnant. Ladies, you relying on a man, you cooking for him, you cleaning for him, you being his backbone, he providing shelter for you. This goes for men and women. The family that you have created comes before the family that you came from. Fellas, if you got a mama out there and she is constantly impeding on your finances, constantly taking time away from your wife, any downtime that you have, she constantly calling you to come over here and fix this and come over here and do this. And don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying don't be there for your mother. I'm not saying don't be there for your aunties, your sister. I'm not saying that. But if they are constantly taking all of your downtime, constantly in your pockets, constantly, and you constantly run into their house fixing stuff, you constantly, and all of your time and attention is going to your mother, going to everybody else but the family that you have created, you are wrong. You are doing something wrong. Or if your mama is not getting along with your woman, and you feel like your woman ain't really doing nothing wrong, and you in a bad position, you feel like you smack dab in the middle. That is an uncomfortable position to be in. But fellas, don't let your mama disrespect your woman. There's a lot of men out here that I coach, that I talk to. There's a lot of women that I'm coaching that I talk to, and men have a hard some men, not all men, please don't, if the shoe don't fit, don't make it fit. If this is not you, by all means disregard the message, okay? If this is not you, don't make the shoe fit, okay? But there is some men out there, a huge handful of men out there who have an inappropriate relationship with their mother. And when I say inappropriate, I'm not talking about on a nasty level, but I'm saying where they don't know how to set boundaries. They don't know how to tell their mama no. They don't know how to tell their mama, don't disrespect my woman. They don't know how to tell their mama, hey, this is between me and the mother of my children. We're going to raise our kids the way that we want to. Mothers are overstepping their boundaries. And you guys, I have 2 boys, and I told myself, I vow to never, ever, 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 ever make my children's, my sons' wives feel a kind of way because I'm the mother, making it seem like they're in a competing situation with me. That is disgusting behavior. That is disgusting. That is gross. It is disgusting behavior. So if you are experiencing this, and you don't know how to tell your mama no, you don't know how to set boundaries with your family, or you letting your family members disrespect your woman. And I'm not saying there's not going to be ups and downs, misunderstanding. All of that is normal. But if your mama is constantly disrespecting your woman, it is your job to set the tone, to set her in her place of how she's going to be respecting your woman, how she is going to be respecting your household, how she's going to be respecting how you raise your children. Your mama don't come before your woman, baby. And excuse me, I'm about to get a little bit rough. Y'all already know how I am. I got to keep it real. Your mama not fucking you or feeding you. She might be trying to feed you. But, okay, mama line, girlfriend line, wife line, these are 2 different lanes. And these lanes don't cross. These are 2 different kind of loves. And these loves don't intertwine. Your mama does not come before your woman. And that doesn't mean you neglecting your mama. That doesn't mean you don't love your mama. That doesn't mean you're not there for your mama. If you don't know how to have the balance between the 2, book a session with me, okay? Because there's a thing called balance, okay? You don't have to choose between your mama and your woman. And let's get on the ladies, because y'all know I'm gonna keep it real on both sides of the fence here. Ladies, if you find some things unfavorable happening between your husband, your partner, your boyfriend, the father of your children, and his mama, it is not your job to be telling him, I'm giving you an ultimatum. You got to choose her or choose me. Don't you ever, and you hear me, don't you ever tell your man he got to choose between you and his mama. Now, don't misunderstand me. You feel like there's some rules that need to be set, some boundaries that need to be set, and that's more than okay. But that's not how you go about it. You don't tell a man he's got to choose between you and his mother. That's you are creating a hostile environment for your family. Don't do that. Now, if you need him to set some boundaries, you sit down and talk to him, or you tell him to book a session, or you better yet, you book the session for him for coaching, okay? But telling a man that he got to choose between you and his mama, that's a recipe for disaster. A recipe for disaster. But if a man's mother is constantly disrespecting you, constantly impeding on your parenting style, constantly bombarding you with your rules, there's some mothers out there who real sneaky and they know what they're doing. They'd come to your house and start rearranging stuff without asking you, start undermining your decorative skills, start on purpose talking about the way you cook and how you can't do this and can't do that. If you see a mom being manipulative like that, and inadvertently, not out loud, but inadvertently, low-key behind the scenes, hating on you, trying to make you feel away, that's a problem. That's a problem. And you have more than enough reason, more than enough right to feel away, to bring it to your partner, bring it to your husband, bring it to your spouse, and say, hold on, like, your mom is making me feel uncomfortable. Your mom is making me feel away. Unfortunately, there is a lot of mothers out there, old, young, new, fragile, spry. There's a lot of women out there who just carry such nasty, catty, envy, just jealous hearted spirits. And you guys, it is every bit of your right, every bit of your responsibility to put your mother in their place when they disrespecting your partner, whether you man or woman. Ladies, don't let your mama disrespect your husband. There's some mothers out there who's going to be jealous of you because you got a partner, you got a husband, you got a provider, you have these things in your life. The father of your children is doing their due diligence and playing their role and doing what they're supposed to do. And your mama's going to be jealous. And so because she's going to be jealous, because she's jealous, she might be giving you the wrong advice on purpose. And again, I'm not saying all mothers. I'm not saying all people. If the shoe don't fit, don't make it fit. But I know I'm talking to somebody. There's too many people who I've been coaching lately, and there's a lot of mama issues going on. There's a lot of mama issues a lot of moms overstepping their boundaries, inserting their opinions and their advice, and trying to dominate situations that ain't got nothing to do with them. And people are not setting boundaries. Your spouses, your partners are not putting them in their place. Men, the worst thing you could ever do is undermine your woman who is making your household go round, who is loving on you, who is being your backbone, who is feeding you, who washing your clothes, who is so domesticated and got your back. The worst thing you could ever do is feel like she don't hold a place and that your mama come before her. That's not how that'll go. If you don't know how to have that balance between mom and wife, perhaps you're not in a position to be a husband. Perhaps you're not in a position to have a girlfriend. Perhaps you're not in a position to have a woman if you think that your mom is in the shoes of your woman or deserve the same kind of love, affection, attention. And again, that's not to say that you're neglecting your mom. Of course you're there for your mama. Of course, if she needs you, you gonna help her. But again, not at the expense of your woman. Not at the expense of the cohesiveness and dynamic of your household. There's a situation specifically in the session that I was having. Her husband, she said 7 years. So her husband, because I just gonna have to give you a little bit of backstory. And again, she is fully aware that I'm expressing that I'm telling this story on camera because too many people need to hear it. Okay. So they've been married, but the mama, she got some guilt going on because she didn't raise her son. And her son, he longs for that motherly affection. He longs for that relationship because she didn't raise him. He was raised by his grandmother. So now that she is in his life, he does whatever she says because he longs for that motherly, that bond. And I get it. That's a trauma response. But just because it's a trauma response and that's something that he longs for doesn't mean that how he maneuvers is right. Okay. So because he longs for that bond and because he wants to, make her happy and do all of these things, and he was feeling a void that he never had as a child, he jumps at the drop of a dime every time that she says. And now, she's not really financially stable. All she does is ring his line. Can I have, 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 can I have? Okay, to where he damn near started to compromise his phone bill, started to compromise a bill in order to put money in her pockets. He told his wife, listen, I'm going to pay your phone bill, but I'm not going to pay the portion of my phone bill, whatever planning, I don't know. But I'm not going to pay my phone bill this month. My phone is going to be off because my mom needs me to pay her lights. Excuse me? And she was stuck between, is this right or is this wrong? Like, I don't want his mama to be in the dark, but why do we got to take money out of our household to pay her bills? You wrong. That is so wrong. That is so wrong. So now you don't have an operating phone. You work full time. Y'all got children. You got a wife at home. She can't get a hold of you. There's no communication because you want to neglect your bills, your immediate bills, to put money in another household. That's wrong. Because there is a difference between you helping someone and you enabling someone. You can't help so much you can't help someone so much to where they're just completely dependent on you. You've got to, if you helping somebody, what is they doing to help themselves? Y'all let me know in the comment section what you think about what I'm saying here, what you think about this situation. Have you ever been in a situation like this? Have you ever questioned your partner's mother and their relationship and thought that your mother-in-law or, your woman's mother, your husband's mother was overstepping their boundaries when it comes to raising your children, when it comes to the rules that you have in your household, when it comes to undermining what you're saying? So her and her husband, they pretty much got into it over it, and they booked a session with me, and I had to tell him, like, you're wrong, honey. You are wrong. You cannot neglect the responsibilities in your household for the family that you created to accommodate the family that you came from. And it's okay to help your mama, but at this point, there has been a pattern where she just take. And let me tell you something. It's okay to help your parents, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. But at some point, you have to sit back and ask yourself, why is my mama, why is my daddy, why is my sister, whoever in your family, why are they so much in my pockets that it's taken away from my children? It's taking the money out of my pockets. It's taking food off the table for my children. I have to compromise the bill. I have to compromise in groceries. Do they not care enough about you that they taking food off their grandchildren's plates? So now your household is suffering and reaping the consequences of your parents being irresponsible and not doing what they're supposed to do to stay afloat. Because she's not doing what she's supposed to do. She's completely dependent on her son. And because he has this trauma wound with her, all he want to do is have that bond, because the moment he says no to her, she don't want nothing to do with him. She don't want nothing to do with him. She just in his pockets. She ain't been there for him his whole life. But it is important that you understand the family that you created comes before the family that you came from. And again, that doesn't mean that you're neglecting your parents. You're neglecting your sisters, your brothers, whoever. That doesn't mean you're neglecting that family. But you cannot be there for your family that you came from at the expense of the family that you created, to where it's causing strife, to where you missing payments on bills because you over here paying the bills of these family members. Let's think about this. How are you neglecting the home that you created for your family to pay for somebody else's home? No matter what forget the relationship, forget if they're your mama, your daddy, just anybody. Take the relationship piece off of it. Think about that. How are you neglecting the bills, the foundation of the home that you created for your family, and put it in somebody else's home? It does not make sense. And I mean, to me, it's not even rocket science, but there are some people struggling to set boundaries with their mothers. Family members in general, but mothers especially. You've got to set boundaries. And your mama know what she doing. She a woman. She know how to manipulate you. Whether you her son or you her daughter. She know what she doing. And because you are the child, you have this feeling inside like, I gotta listen to my mom, or I gotta do this, or I'm scared to say this, or it's uncomfortable for me to set boundaries, or it's awkward for me to do this, or it becomes uncomfortable. You don't want to rock the boat. It is very necessary. It is very necessary that you get comfortable setting boundaries if you are experiencing a mother like this. If you're experiencing a mother-in-law like this, a family member like this, who is constantly in y'all's pockets, impeding on the family dynamic that you have created. Don't be manipulated by your parents, because listen, there will be some people, and I experience this a lot in these sessions. I experience people, parents especially, coming off to be concerned. I'm concerned about your woman. I'm concerned about your man. I can't put my finger on it, but something they just ain't right. Whole time they don't even know them like that much personally. They don't want to get to know them. And your life is blooming. Your life is becoming betterer and betterer and betterer because they're in your life. You don't see anything wrong. They loving you. They respecting you. This goes for men and women. They loving you. They respecting you. You guys are thriving. You guys have each other's best interests. You guys aren't perfect, but you have each other's best interests. And you guys are on the up and up. Your life together is better than what y'all was before y'all got together. That's a huge sign that you're doing a great job. But there's mothers out there, I'm concerned. There's family members out there, I'm concerned. I don't think this is the right person for you. Whole time, you don't see nothing wrong, and they don't even know your partner. They won't give your partner the time of the day. They always picking with your partner, telling you something's wrong. They will disguise concern with hate. It's low-key hate. They can see that you becoming better, and because you becoming better, you're going to outgrow them. And when you start thriving, you become better, and they see you on the up and up. You got your money, you got your business, you got your promotion, you got your kids doing right, you got your husband, you got your wife. You guys are thriving as a family unit. Thriving as a family unit. And that scares some family members. They're thriving, they're not going to need me. They're on the up and up. They're reaching new heights, new levels, new class, new tax brackets. That's going to shed light on what I'm not doing. You got to be mindful of that. There's a lot of family members that will disguise concern. They will disguise jealousy and envy with concern. Okay, let me say that again. There's a lot of family members out there who will disguise jealousy and envy with concern. So evaluate your family dynamic. What is really going on? Set boundaries with your mamas, with your daddies, with your family members. And always remember, the family that you create comes before the family that you came from. Take care of the family that you created. Love each other, support each other, set boundaries from all that outside noise. Don't let people tell you how to run your household. You talk to each other. You talk to your spouse. You talk to your man. You talk to your girl. You talk to your wife. You talk to your husband. There's two of y'all. Y'all can figure it out. Another thing that plays a huge role in this is be careful how much negativity and how much you're venting to your family members about your partner. And don't misunderstand me. It's good to talk to your family members about something that you might be going through in your relationship. But everybody knows who they can go to get good advice, bad advice, somebody to support their shenanigans, somebody to tell them like it is and keep it real with them, somebody to be on that fuck shit with them. Everybody knows who to go to when they want the reaction that they want. So when you're going to talk about your family member, your spouse, when you're talking about your husband or your wife, go to that family member who genuinely has both of y'all's best interests. Don't go to that family member who ain't never been married and they don't know what they talking about. And all they going to do is tell you, kick that nigga out. Because be mindful, if your family only hears negative because you're only going to them to vent, but they never hear the good stuff, they're going to start to gain a complex about your partner. They're going to start to only think bad about your partner because that's what you're feeding them. So if you constantly vent the negative, make sure you vent the positive too. Because you don't want to only paint your partner to be in a negative light. Only because you're only venting because you're upset. It's okay to vent when you're upset. Be mindful who you're venting to. Be mindful who you're venting to. But if you only talk about the negative about your partner and wonder why none of your family members like your partner, it's because you only talk shit about your partner to them. They don't see the other side. And you're creating a hostile environment in between family members. Don't do that. If you genuinely love your partner, you genuinely love your spouse, talk positively about them too. If you genuinely love the person that you are with, set boundaries with your family members. Don't be letting your mom and your daddy, your family members, your cousins and all them disrespect your woman. Ladies, don't be letting your cousins and all them disrespect your man, disrespect your husband, trying to punk him and stuff, trying to make him feel away because you got hooligans in your family. Don't be doing that. Put people in their place. Let me know what you thought about this video, okay, you guys? Okay, before I get off this video, though, you guys, if you have not gotten your body butter, this one is Hallows Eve glaze. Okay, I got to be careful with open this one because it's a glaze for sure. And I want you guys to start getting these body butters because not only do they make you feel good, they make your skin extra soft, you're going to smell good, you're going to smell like a bakery walking by anywhere, but they also have properties in here that support collagen, meaning it's going to tighten your skin, okay? The collagen makes you look younger, makes you look more vibrant. You want to be cute, you want to look good, you want your skin to look healthy. You don't want no saggy skin, you want your skin to be tight. You want your skin to be, to hug you. You don't want your skin to be loose, sagging. Y'all look at my skin. It's flawless. And a lot of that is due to the body butters that I have. Get you some body butter. Get that skin tightened, okay? The older we get, the way our body starts to function, it starts dwindling down. It gets a little bit lazy. So if you need to go the extra mile for that support, you got to go the extra mile. Get you some body butters, okay? You guys, you're going to look good. You're going to feel good. You're going to smell good. Keep that skin nice and tight, okay? I love y'all so much. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about this video. Share your experiences. Talk amongst each other, okay? I'll see you guys next time.